I think to understand what prosperity means for people, we need to read what we'll be releasing tomorrow, inshallah, which is our FII Prosperity book. We collected many contributions from many leaders, business leaders, political leaders, about their definition of prosperity. And I'm happy to see that many of them didn't talk about money. They talk about dignity. They talk about inclusivity, sorry. They talk about education. And this is what prosperity is about. And the second thing is, tomorrow we are releasing our FII Priority Compass, which is this important report, index, that we launched 4 years ago, where we ask a question to many citizens all over the world, asking them what are their priorities. And what we see is that the priority number one, once again, is cost of living. So this is why, to answer to your question, I would say that the key to prosperity is probably to have what His Excellency Yasser Romayan said last year as the chairman of the FI Institute. He said, we need to invest with purpose. We cannot just invest because there is an opportunity to make a lot of money and to have a great return of investment. No, we need to invest being sure that the investment will make an impact.
And there should be an exit as well.
Absolutely. And this is why at the FI Institute our vision and mission is impact on humanity. So all these people who are here to talk about opportunities, are here more and more to see about the investment and where the money should go, in which directions, in which geographies, in which sectors. But at the same time, and this is making me optimist, a lot of investors are looking at the sectors, the project where you will make an impact.
Which sectors are these?
Definitely, when you invest in infrastructure, you make an impact. When you invest in healthcare, you make an impact. When you invest in education, you make an impact. When you invest in food security, you make an impact. When you invest in even renewable energy, you make an impact. When you invest in affordable houses, you make an impact. But we need to pick the right project and the right destinations. And this year, we will be hosting the new president of Syria. So if investors all together decide to support the Syria Renaissance, I was calling it, the reconstruction of Syria, you will have a positive impact. And so far and so on. Also,
one of the big themes talked about is artificial intelligence. Are you worried that there might be some negative effects on humanity? There are a lot of benefits from artificial intelligence.
Yeah,
but does it worry you?
Everyone is concerned about people who will lose jobs. But you know...
And social, like social disruption.
Yeah, I think we need to be ready for this disruption. Disruption is good. Our humanity has always progressed thanks to disruption. When I started my career, you were probably not born, in 1983, I started working for IBM.
Yeah.
And it was the year of the beginning of the disruption with the burst of personal computers. Everybody was scared. Now we are beyond personal computers. Everything is happening on cell phones, etc., and smart tablets. This was an amazing disruption, but at the end we benefit from it. Then we had other disruption, what we call the fourth industrial revolution, internet. Now, oh my God, we think, oh, how can I live without internet? Now, artificial intelligence. It's a new era which will have, I'm convinced, much more benefit than, I would say, challenges. But we need to adjust. We need to adapt. Leaders need to change the education system to be able that people will acquire the skills which are absolutely indispensable to embrace this AI revolution. Because AI is not a trend. AI will not be a bubble just for 10 years. AI is definitely and will definitely become part of our future and our humanity. Because AI is just, I would say, a system where you take data, you develop algorithm, and you see how you can get a much better access to information, because information is power. So, and it helps on decision. So the question is, how do we accelerate the acquisition of skills? How do we accelerate the integration of AI in our day-to-day life and our day-to-day? But your point is extremely valid. I really hope that the next generation will not continue to live isolated, just to be in their small devices, computers, tablets. We should not forget that we were born as human beings to be together, to live together, to connect. This is why FII is an extremely
What do you hope
platform.
to achieve this year from FII? There's a lot going on in the world. We have the geopolitical tensions. Now there's a bit of trade optimism between
Correct.
China and Trump, which is between China and the US, which is great. How does FII foster international collaboration?
If we can help to rebuild trust, it's absolutely crucial. We need to build trust. We need to facilitate better connections, better interconnection. We need to make new friends who could be partners in business, who could be partners in projects. And I think this will be a great achievement. The second achievement, access to knowledge. People are so isolated, and now people are working so hard, they don't even have time to have access to information. So thanks to you, the media, and thank you for being here. You are the echo chamber of everything which will be discussed during the sessions, in the corridors, because you will be a great facilitator of having access to knowledge. Not just the live stream of our sessions, but also what people are telling you, because people are absolutely reading the news and social media, etc. So I hope that people will definitely make connections, build trust, having more access to knowledge, and finally having a better understanding about what's going on. People don't really know exactly what will be the impact on many innovations and transformations, and this is absolutely crucial.
Last but not least, what's next for FII? What's more to come? What's next for Riyad Atiyas? And are there still plans to list RA&A next year, 2026?
Okay, so for FII, our ambition still is still the same. We want to be a global platform. We need to be inclusive. We are now developing FII indexes, reports, initiatives, conferences to be more global. This is why we're in Florida, Miami every year. We're going to Japan in a few weeks in Asia. After being in Hong Kong 18 months ago, we will be every 2 years rotating in multiple continents. So definitely, number one is to be global and to be impactful and to be inclusive and to have more members to feel the support we have from them. The members, it's a financial contribution to show your support, not to buy a ticket to attend the conference.
Sure.
I want that to make that point extremely clear. The second thing is you were asking what's next for me. You are so kind. You know I am passionate by what I do, so I will continue to support as much as I can my staff, my partners, my stakeholders, my shareholders, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia where FII was born, to be sure that we continue to be transparent, to be extremely influential, to be, I would say, a great platform for economic diplomacy, for cultural diplomacy, and so far and so on, because we have an amazing mandate which was given to us almost 10 years by His Highness the Crown Prince. So we need to deserve his trust. And then we'll be working to prepare the 10th anniversary. It's an important milestone.
Yes.
Next year, the 10th edition. So we need to start working. I don't know. Let's first achieve 9 edition, and after we'll see what we do for the 10th edition. And then for RA&A, the company I created and funded 15 years ago, which, by the way, today has a majority shareholder, which is a PIF portfolio company, Sanabil. Yes, we are looking forward on sharing our humble success, sharing our knowledge, sharing our expertise globally with the public. This is why we're considering to list the company. We are in the process of IPO readiness, as they say, with financial experts, or probably it will be in Saudi Arabia.
Will there be dual listing?
Let's start first, make a success, inshallah, in Riyadh,
2026.
and then we'll see what will happen next.